Hi everybody, it's Becky, and it's time for a gadget review. The Garmin Fenix 6S Pro smartwatch is the first watch I've worn since the Moto 360. It's hailed as the ultimate sports and adventure watch and includes maps and onboard music storage. I was skeptical about wearing a watch at all, but wanted the fitness tracking features of an activity tracker in an attractive package I could wear anywhere. Timing is one factor that led me to Garmin though, since the Fenix 6S made one minor change over the Fenix 5 series that makes a big difference to me: the lug-to-lug distance. Previous 42mm Garmin watches were a little longer from lug to lug, so even though the screen's the same size, the Fenix 6S fits a smaller wrist like mine. I like how easy it is to change to different bands, especially because I can't stand the sticky feeling of the included silicone one. I picked up two different replacement bands, one a pink leather band and another heather black nylon band. It's super convenient to be able to check the weather from my wrist, and I'll admit I'm checking the date frequently as well. Depending on the watch face, you can see the time, date, and day of the week, altitude, barometric pressure, heart rate, battery life, weather, steps counter, floors climbed, notification counter, and a bunch of other data about your activity throughout the day. The Garmin Fenix 6S has special tracking features for almost any type of workout you can imagine. I use this feature for long walks or bike rides, and at the end I'll get a map of my journey as well as stats about the workout. I did try the yoga tracker once or twice, but it seems to want you to press a button for every pose, which seems fiddly to me and definitely does not work with my yoga flow. Since this is the Pro model, it also has maps, Wi-Fi, and can store music on board in case you want to go exercising without your phone. I enabled the always-on heart rate monitor on my Garmin to track my heart rate all day and all night. It helps to rationalize the physical sensation of a racing heart and also reminds me to get more exercise. But since my wrists are super small, I can see the red light of the heart rate monitor flashing from beneath the watch face, which is sometimes distracting while I'm trying to sleep. Notifications on Garmin have one big downside, and that is a pet peeve of mine. Each app's notifications are on by default and have to be turned off one by one. That means when I download a new app, I have to be sure to go into my Garmin settings and disable that app's notification, or my wrist will be buzzing with push alerts from non-essential places. This is part of a broader epidemic of notifications, but it's a particularly egregious example if you ask me. I use the Find My Phone feature super often. You can click a button on the watch, and if your phone is connected, it will start to ring and flash its flashlight. As a frequent phone misplacer myself, I love how much time this saves me. Part of setup was to configure the contactless payment methods. You need to enter a PIN once per day to use them, which is thankfully pretty secure, but mildly inconvenient at the checkout if you haven't thought ahead. One cool thing about contactless payment is that it's linked to your bank or credit account, not the card itself in most cases. So if I lose my wallet, I can still use my watch to pay for things while I get a new card in the mail. This is great peace of mind, especially for traveling. It took about 20 minutes to set up the main features of the watch, including pairing the Bluetooth, setting up the Wi-Fi, entering my biometric profile, contactless payment options, syncing my Strava account, and configuring the menstrual cycle app. I'm not thrilled with the limited default options available for the watch face, and the attractive ones available to download made by others tend to omit the data fields that I find so useful. I've settled on the in-focal watch face, showing time, steps, heart rate, date, altitude, current temperature, and battery life. I did shell out the extra cash for the Sapphire glass version to protect against scratches much better than the Gorilla Glass version. I sleep near a brick wall, so I'm extra likely to scuff my watch against the brick on my way to the bathroom in the middle of the night, or, like using power tools in my shop. So far, so good. No scratches so far. This review is far from comprehensive, so I've put links to more comprehensive reviews that I like in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe with the bell to be notified of my future uploads. See you next time.